We're recording. Cool. Hello, how are you? I hope you're good. Welcome to 2019. This is so exciting. Okay, so every year I like to make this video of the top books that I must read in the year. Doing that again. Last year I did not read that many of the books on my list. I haven't even looked at that list. I'm scared to because I know I didn't read the books on that. So fail, but I'm doing it again because it's fun and I have 11 books here that I really want to read this year. I think I can read them all if I set a goal to at least pick one up per month. If I can read one of these per month, then I could get through all of them. I have to do it and not read other things, which is usually what I do, but oh well. Anyway, on to the books that I really want to read in 2019. The first is a fantasy series that I just purchased myself around Christmas with a gift card that I got for Christmas. I got an Amazon gift card and immediately I told myself I'm buying this fantasy series because I want to read them. I really want to read them. I've seen this everywhere and they just look so good. And I mean, plus you all know this last year I've just really been reading a lot of fantasy with The Witcher and whatnot, so I just need to read more. And so Kings of the Wild is the first book here. The lighting's a little off, I'm sorry, but this is Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames, and the sequel, Bloody Rose, also by Nicholas Eames. Now, like I said, I've seen this everywhere. I hear such good things about these books, this series. What can I tell you about this? I kind of just want to read you the short synopsis on the back because it's really funny. So I'm really excited for these. Let's see. Clay Cooper and his band were once the best of the best, the most feared and renowned crew of mercenaries this side of the Heartwild. Their glory days long past, the mercs have grown apart and grown old, fat, drunk, or a combination of the three. Then an ex-bandmate turns up at Clay's door with a plea for help, the kind of mission that only the very brave or the very stupid would sign up for. It's time to get the band back together. So it's about these group of guys. It's well past their prime. They're old now. They're, you know, fat, drunk, etc, etc, and now they're getting back together to go on a mission, and it just sounds absolutely ridiculous. It sounds so hilarious and I'm so excited. It sounds very rock and roll-esque, and for this to be a fantasy story, I think it's a dark fantasy, I'm so pumped for this. And also they just look really gorgeous. Look at those covers, look at the spines. Ah, beautiful. Yes. Moving on. Okay, the next book that I really want to read, top of the list, I just hauled recently, and that is The Terror by Dan Simmons. I really want to read The Terror because I really want to watch the show, and it looks like a beautifully just dark, very thrilling show about this crew that are, you know, sailing on the sea. Something happens. I think they get stuck in the ice, and I don't know if there's a supernatural element or if it's more psychological or murder-esque. I don't have a clue, but I've just heard really great things about The Terror, so I really want to read this, and then I really want to watch the show, like I've said a million times. There is no synopsis on the back, or I would tell you more about it. It's gonna take a while to read, as you can see. Do you see the size of this book? It's huge. But, you know, one book a month, I can dedicate time to that. I can do it. Next, I have one that's been on my shelf for so long. I've had this for I want to say 2 or 3 years, maybe going on 4, who knows. And that is The Sea Wolf by Jack London. Look at this gorgeous book. It's so beautiful, and I've never read any Jack London before. What is wrong with me? Why have I not read this? I need to change that. I'm going to read The Sea Wolf. If you've read it, let me know your thoughts. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? This next one, I read bits and pieces in school. I think I read the abridged version. I'm not entirely sure. I know I read pieces of this for sure, but I've never read the full-length story, and that is Flowers for Algernon by Daniel Keyes. Now, this is a book that I feel as if I should have read already, but I haven't, and I don't know, it's just one of those books that so many people talk about, especially Sam. I think Sam really likes this book, so if you're watching this, I'm going to read this book this year. I hope you're proud, but I'm really hoping I enjoy it. I imagine it's going to be incredibly sad, but I have to read it. Moving on. The next one I have is a nonfiction. I have so many books about pirates on my shelf that I haven't read. It's ridiculous, but I think the one that I really want to prioritize this year is The Golden Age of Piracy, The Truth Behind Pirate Myths by Bennerson Little. This was a gift to me from Sharkbait Monse at Monse's Manifesto, who is finally making videos again after like a year-long break. I don't know how long she was gone for, but she's making videos again, so I will link her down below. You should go watch her channel, subscribe, etc. She makes great content, even though she's really mean to me half the time, but she gave me this book for, I think, my birthday or Christmas or something, and so I really want to read this because it just looks so great. Pirates. So I'm going to read that. Next I have For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway. This is just a blank hardback. You can't tell that it's Ernest Hemingway, but it is. I didn't read any Ernest Hemingway last year, which is a shame. I did reread his short stories, not all of them, but I read a couple of them last year over again, and that was really nice, but I didn't read anything new. So this has been on my shelf for a while again, so I really need to pick this up so that I can read more, because I do really enjoy Ernest Hemingway. Just a little intimidated by this one because it's pretty long. It's almost 400 pages, and Ernest Hemingway is really dense with his writing, so this is going to take me a long time to read, I just know it, but I'm still going to pick it up because I think I will enjoy it, hopefully. I haven't heard many things about this one, so if you have read For Whom the Bell Tolls, let me know what you think. Yeah, yep, okay. After that, my books are going to fall. I did not stack these properly. Stay. After that, I want to read more poetry because that is something that I fail in incredibly. But I've had this poetry collection on my shelf for a very long time as well, and I really need to start it. I want to start it. I don't necessarily have to finish it, but I want to at least start reading it. And that is The Complete Poems of Samuel Taylor Coleridge. I really like his poem, The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, and so I need to read more, and that's just the plan. It's the plan. We'll see how that goes. I don't know, I'm really bad with that sort of stuff, but whatever. Next is another one that has been on my list before, I'm pretty sure. Haven't picked it up. I'm the worst. Steinbeck. John Steinbeck is my favorite author. Well, favorite dead author, and I haven't picked up this book. It's been on my shelf forever. I am awful, but A Cup of Gold by John Steinbeck is one that I really need to read this year. This is his nonfiction, I think it's a nonfiction, or it could not be. Anyway, he wrote about a pirate. He wrote about Henry Morgan, and so I need to read this. I haven't heard the best things about this. I think that's why I'm a little nervous to pick it up, but I mean, it's not that long. I can read it. I will find some value within it because it's Steinbeck, so hopefully I can appreciate it regardless, even if it's not that great. Moving on. Next, because it's me, I haven't really, I need to read sea monster books. Like, it's just one of those things that I need to do every year. I must read sea monster books because I'm trash for sea monsters and ocean creatures and anything revolving the sea. So Kronos Rising by Max Hawthorne. This has also been on my list, I think, several times, or maybe it was just last year, I'm not sure, but this is about a Kronosaurus, and so I'm guessing it's extinct, but it's not in this story. Probably eats a lot of people. Someone's gotta save the day. Da 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 da. That's the story. I'm very excited for this anyway. I know it sounds ridiculous, but you know what? It's just, they're fun. Leave me alone. The next one, the last one, we have the last one, is one that I was gifted recently. No, months ago. How long ago has it been? I'm not sure. But this was a gift from Liz Schubert, who I adore oh so much. She's wonderful. And she sent me Woodswoman by Anne LaBastille. And this is a memoir. Well, this summarizes it. A young ecologist's life in the log cabin she built herself in the wilderness. So this is about a woman who just decides to live in the wilderness. So I think it's a memoir. I'm really excited for this. I love stories like this where people just get up, go, and decide to just live away from society. So I'm really interested to see how this goes. I've heard really great things. Liz really likes this, so I'm really looking forward to this. So I'm hoping to pick this one up very soon. The lighting is so bad. You can't see anything. I'm sorry. But those are the books that I really want to read in 2019. Obviously, I'm going to be reading a lot more. I set my Goodreads goal to 70 books this year instead of 50, so I'm not sure how that is going to turn out, but I want to read a lot of books because I must read a lot of books. So that's my goal. I also have a lot of other goals. I don't know if I'm going to make a video specifically about my bookish goals, booktube goals. I might, but it's already after the first week of January, so let me know if you want me to. I could still, we'll see. Anyway, those are books that I really want to read this year. Have you read any of them? What are your thoughts and opinions? What are books that you really want to read this year? Blah, 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 blah. Talk with me in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.